Welcome to Health Fact 10M.
What if I told you that a single, strange-looking pose could supercharge your circulation, detoxify your body, and awaken muscles you haven't used in years, all in under 5 minutes? Sounds unbelievable, right? But that's exactly what one ancient movement, often overlooked in modern fitness routines, has been doing for generations. It's called the frog. And while it might look a little funny at first glance, its impact on your body, especially if you're over 50, is no joke. Most people see this movement and think, oh, it's just another squat or yoga stretch. But what they miss is why it was designed the way it was. The unique angles, the controlled breathing, and the subtle pressure it applies to forgotten areas of the body. All these details combine to deliver something most workouts never reach: deep, internal activation. In today's video, I'll walk you through 5 surprising benefits of the frog move, and I promise, at least one of them will make you stop and think, why have I never heard about this before? Stick around till the end, because I'll also show you a safe and simple way to practice this pose, even if your balance or knees aren't what they used to be. But before we begin, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. I love knowing where our community is tuning in from. Benefit number 1, stimulates circulation, deeper than you think. When most of us hear, improve circulation, we imagine faster blood flow, a little warmth, maybe more oxygen moving through the body. But the frog move goes far deeper. It targets what I like to call stagnation zones, areas in the body where blood, lymph, and energy tend to slow down or even stop moving, especially as we age. Think inner thighs, pelvic floor, and lower abdomen, parts that rarely get activated in daily life, especially if you sit for long periods. Here's the surprising part. When you hold the frog position, heels lifted, knees wide, torso leaning forward, you're not just stretching. You're applying gentle, multi-directional pressure to those stagnation zones. Now, add deep, slow nasal breathing, and suddenly your body becomes its own natural pump. Fresh blood flows in. Stagnant fluids move out. This effect can be life-changing for people over 50 who struggle with fatigue, cold hands and feet, brain fog, or low energy. It's not always about more caffeine or supplements. Sometimes, your body just needs help getting its internal highways moving again. You won't feel it like a cardio workout, but don't underestimate it. The stillness of the pose is what makes it powerful. It creates intentional circulation. It's like opening the windows in a room that's been sealed for years. Suddenly, the air moves again, and the space comes alive. Try it. Your body just might surprise you. Benefit number 2. Activates the lymphatic highway, naturally and powerfully. Here's a truth most people overlook. Your lymphatic system, the body's internal cleaning crew, doesn't have a built-in pump. Unlike your heart, it relies entirely on movement, breath, and muscle contraction to do its job. And that job is crucial. Your lymphatic system removes waste, supports immunity, reduces inflammation, and literally helps your body detox every single day. Now, this is where the frog move becomes extraordinary. When you lower into a squat, heels up, knees wide, torso folding forward, you create a natural pressure gradient across key lymph node clusters in your groin, abdomen, and underarms. These areas are your body's biggest drainage stations, and most exercises completely ignore them. As you move up and down in rhythm with your breath, your body performs a manual lymphatic pump, compressing and decompressing those areas naturally. You're basically doing what a professional lymphatic massage does, but from the inside out. And unlike detox pills or expensive therapies, this one is completely free and powered by your own body. For people over 50, this can be a total game changer. Because sluggish lymph flow often shows up as puffiness, brain fog, stiff joints, or frequent colds. Most people blame age, when the real culprit is congestion. The frog move clears that congestion. No pills, no potions, just breath, motion, and a few quiet minutes that help your body remember how to heal itself. Benefit number 3, builds full body strength without stress or strain. When we think of strength, we often picture lifting weights, doing push-ups, or grinding through resistance training. But after 50, true strength isn't about big muscles, it's about control, joint safety, and balance. And this is exactly where the frog move shines. At first glance, it seems like a stretch. But in reality, it activates a hidden network of stabilizer muscles, the quiet protectors around your knees, hips, spine, ankles, and core. These small muscles rarely get attention, but they are the foundation of mobility and independence as we age. Because the frog is a closed chain movement, meaning your feet stay grounded, it distributes weight evenly across fascia and tendons instead of straining big muscle groups. That means less joint stress, more stability, and smarter engagement. Even better, balancing on the balls of your feet adds micro adjustments that strengthen your feet and ankles, the true base of your posture. If you've ever struggled with knee pain, instability, or difficulty standing from a chair, this movement helps restore strength that protects you from falls and fatigue. This isn't brute force. It's intelligent strength, graceful, grounded, and joint-friendly. All you need is your body, your breath, and a few mindful minutes. Benefit number 4. Gives your organs a gentle internal massage. Most workouts focus on visible muscles, abs, arms, posture. But what if one movement could also support your gut health, hormonal balance, and pelvic stability, without a single supplement? That's exactly what the frog move does. As you transition from a deep squat, knees open, belly compressed, to a lifted hip position, your abdominal and pelvic organs experience a rhythmic compress and release motion. It's like a micro-massage for your intestines, bladder, and reproductive organs. This subtle movement improves blood and lymph flow to those areas, supporting digestion, reducing bloating, and balancing pelvic pressure. Combined with deep nasal breathing, your diaphragm creates internal pressure waves, gently stimulating your core and organs from within. For women over 50, this can enhance pelvic tone and hormonal balance. For men, it may support prostate health and lower abdominal circulation. And the beauty of it all? It's not forced. It's not harsh. It's natural, internal, and deeply intuitive. You're not teaching your body something new. You're reminding it how to move the way it once did. Sometimes, the quietest movements are the ones that make the loudest difference inside. Benefit number 5. A hidden ally against varicose veins. Varicose veins are not just a cosmetic concern. They're a message from your body that your circulatory system needs support. They often appear as heaviness, swelling, or visible veins in the legs, especially after 50. Here's what most people don't realize. Your calf muscles act like a second heart, pushing blood back toward your upper body. But when we sit too long or move too little, that second heart gets lazy. And that's when the trouble starts. When you perform the frog move, balancing on the balls of your feet with knees wide, your calves reawaken. With every rise and fall, they gently pump blood upward, improving venous return. Unlike high-impact exercises that increase vein pressure, this move supports circulation without strain. It's safe, smooth, and powerful for anyone dealing with, or hoping to prevent, varicose veins. And because your hips and knees are positioned to work with gravity, not against it, blood flows more efficiently, reducing pooling and heaviness in the legs. It's one of those beautifully simple movements that can make a long-term difference, quietly, effectively, and naturally. How to practice the frog move safely. Start by standing near a wall or chair for balance support. Slowly lower into a squat position, keeping your heels lifted and knees wide apart. Imagine you're a curious little frog, grounded but alert. Place your fingertips on the floor or the chair if needed. Keep your spine long and chest open. Now, inhale through your nose as you gently lift your hips upward, letting your head drop forward. Keep your heels up and knees bent. Exhale as you lower back down into the squat, smooth, steady, and controlled. Move with your breath like a slow wave. Start with 5 to 10 gentle repetitions and observe how your body responds. The goal isn't perfection, it's connection. With consistent practice, this simple routine can become your daily ritual of strength, balance, and internal flow. Practical advice for older adults. If you have knee replacements, hip issues, or balance challenges, approach this movement with care. Use support whenever needed, and never force your range of motion. Avoid the pose if you've had recent surgery, dizziness, or joint pain. Discomfort is a message, not a test of endurance. Remember, movement should feel nourishing, not punishing. And when in doubt, consult a healthcare provider or physical therapist before beginning. The power of movement lies in how safely and mindfully it's done. Final thoughts. This isn't just an exercise, it's a message. The frog move may not be trendy, but it holds something rare, a quiet wisdom that reconnects you to your body's natural rhythm. In a world obsessed with high-intensity workouts and anti-aging promises, this movement invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and rediscover your inner strength. After 50, movement isn't about chasing youth, it's about preserving vitality, protecting independence, and honoring your body's intelligence. Every inhale, every rise and fall of this pose reminds you, I'm still here. My body still works. I can still grow stronger. If today's video gave you a new way to think about movement, or sparked even a little curiosity, leave a comment below and tell me, what does vitality mean to you at this stage of life? Let's keep this conversation going, because aging isn't something to fear, it's something to experience fully and wisely. And movements like this one, they're not just exercises, they're gentle invitations to come home to your body again.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing health videos on Health Fact 10M.